Should there even be a Senate, or could it be eliminated? Well, on the soapbox right now, Michael Tomasky makes the case that it should be gotten rid of, saying it has no justification for even existing. It was created in a deal that was sold to us as school children as the Great Compromise, but that in real life and in real time, no one particularly liked. It passed at the Constitutional Convention by just one vote, 5 to 4 to 1. Speaking of majority will, those 5 state delegations voting in favor did not represent a majority of state delegations because 12 states sent delegations to the convention. In addition, the large states with more delegates, notably Virginia and Pennsylvania, opposed it. So the body that has repeatedly thwarted majority will in our history and been overly protective of the minority was itself created by a minority, which look, if you went to, did poli-sci classes, you probably know about that. It's one of those balancing things, but we're taught that it was meant to balance smaller states, not like the interests of slave owners. Like they always hide what's actually going on economically. Anyway, on the soapbox, you can read Michael's points. I would like to add to this conversation, I'm gonna throw it to Anna, a few other potential pieces of evidence that maybe there shouldn't even be a Senate. So let's go through these pieces of evidence. The first is this, and let's see, we've also got this. That's a pretty good one. What about this? Have you considered this?
Oh my God.
And finally, my closing argument, this.
Oh.
Should there really be a Senate? Anna, what do you think?
I think that this conversation is useless. That's what I think. Reminds me of the court packing discussion. It reminds me of doing away with the Electoral College. It reminds me of all of the various system of government proposals that have been doled out over the last several years that lead to nowhere. So should there be a Senate? I mean, if I could snap my fingers, I would obviously change a lot about the Senate. But I haven't really put much thought behind actually just abolishing the Senate overall. But like clearly the way that the Senate is structured right now and the legislative filibuster that's currently in place serves as a huge issue in terms of accomplishing anything that we need to accomplish in this pivotal moment in American politics, really. I mean, the last year, like the next year and a half is really going to determine a lot about this country's future. And as Democrats lose their opportunity or squander their opportunity to secure our democracy and provide a better economic system, I think that we're in for a world of trouble with a Republican Party that will stop at nothing at ensuring that they maintain their position of power and essentially skew our electoral system to their advantage for decades to come.
Yep. Yeah, that's my fear. I barely remember doing this job when a Democrat was in power. All I really remember is fighting against the fascists. Looks like we're gonna be going back to that. So I don't know, maybe that'll become our go-to thing, I guess, unfortunately. Anyway, yeah, I agree. I doubt it would take a constitutional amendment. Some of these reforms are definitely possible, and there have been many constitutional amendments in the past. For some reason, it does seem more difficult these days. I would love for that to change. But yeah, it's regrettable that we have the Senate, which is supposed to be the greatest deliberative body in the world, and it is filled with like legitimately some of the worst people in the country. It's weird how that works out.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.